Smashers and Cap Sports. We are into the first match. The match order for tonight would be the men's singles, then followed by the ladies doubles, men's doubles, men's over 40, and the mixed doubles.
Excellent. You get through to the semi-finals and you expect some big battles. Where are you expecting the big battles in this competition here?
This is actually going to be a tough one because we've seen the quarterfinals last evening, and then all the matches were very competitive and then hard-fought battles. You could see the Flying Smashers beat Aeroplane UBL 3-1 last night. And so, yes, hoping. And then we had also Cap Sports beating Shuttle Zone again 3-1.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting event this evening.
It's a big battle, right? I think this is now the top 4 teams. We started with the 16. It got taken down to here. Was this kind of how expected to turn out?
Yes, I think this year we've had a great turnout, especially in the C category. And a lot of new talent, and we've seen a lot of good players. We had approximately about 160 players entering this particular division. So
160 is a lot.
Yes, yes. And then we are at the business end of this particular category. The first match is played between the men's singles, Sajim Sarfuddin, and he's representing Flying Smashers, and Cap Sports being represented by Albert Ranjin George. And the umpire for this evening is Nasir Ambalat, and supported by his service judge, Anil Kumar J.
Represented by Sajim Sharafuddin. Flying Smashers to serve. The ball. Play.
So there we go, first blood drawn to the old Flying Smashers there.
Yes.
So Gene taking the first couple of points quite easily, just a couple of unforced errors there.
Yes.
Again, he's on a roll.
This is slight bit of a break.
1, 2. 1, 2. 3 low. 3 low. Sorry. Minus. 3 low. 3 low.
Moving to
1-3.
Seems there the Flying Smasher is doing like the namesake of the team, and he's actually smashing it. What is it from a playing point of view now? I mean, you've seen Albert there struggling with the slam a few times. What do you think he's got to do?
Basically, I guess he might need to slow up the game a little bit because a lot of unforeseen errors happening from his end. Maybe it can be the pressure at the semi-final.
6-1. Play.
There's a bit of an unforced error right there.
A lot of errors from Albert's side. We're going for the first interval. I think this would be ideal opportunity for Albert to gain some advice from the coach and understand what's happening.
It's like he's just got to go back into getting a bit of composure, right? He's just got to take a breath, slow down. I mean, it's only the very first game, and yeah, he's got a long way to go now. I mean, great start there by Shajim, but yeah, really playing to his guns, it looks like. Being able to play from the backcourt, big slams down straight through, really.
Yes. Yes, and then there's a little bit of a breeze happening from the right to the left of the court. So you have to be aware of that as well. Because if you see, a lot of shots were played out at the back.
Yeah.
So I think he has to have a little bit of control over his shots.
7, 20 seconds.
Oh, nice by Albert. Brilliant slam down their left-hand side there. I think he's taking your advice and taking the coach's advice.
Looks like it.
Oh.
Looks like a turnaround of events after the break. Beautiful drop.
I think Shajim, that'll help Shajim just drop his nerves a little bit after that.
Yes.
Let's start after the break. Oh,
what a nice shot.
6, 9.
Another unforced error.
Some really good battles. I think both players now settling into their strides, finding their way. Is this what you expected in this game here?
Yes, definitely, because most of the time the singles players are expected to play well, and most of the teams have their A players playing the singles game for them.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think Albert has come out of the nervous starts and then he's playing well. this is what I was talking about. Because what happens is sometimes because of the drift, you tend to misjudge the shuttle. So it's important that you're sure that you play the shots well and then start judging later on once you get the hang of the court. The first game is done.
What are your takeaways from that first game? I mean, it seemed that Sajim really took off at the start, got a very confident start, slamming himself really into that, was that first break. Albert obviously listened to his coach, came back, got a bit more composure. Still not able to, though, make headways through into the game. What do you think he needs to do going into the second game?
I think the second game is very critical, and also it's important that he doesn't give away a lot of points. Because if there's a big gap between the two, I think that gap is very difficult to be, capture that gap. So it's important the second game, he doesn't give away a lot of points, and in case he has to have a close match. Should not give a big gap between the two, because that's always a case where you will not be able to capture that gap. Welcome to talk. A long chat by the Flying Smashers coach. Albert is already ready on court.
Start of the second game, that's what Albert wanted going into it. Great shot there.
Great shot. Beautiful cross drop. I think the breeze is working towards Albert now, because Albert actually is hitting towards the breeze, and then this is where Sajid has to control his shots.
It seems to be that this has been the favoured side of the court.
Yes, exactly, because when you win the toss, I think it's important that you choose the correct side.
Yeah.
When you are hitting towards the breeze, I think you have more control. Yeah, that's going to be a crucial factor.
Sajim finally getting his first point here. And
beautiful cross drop again.
You can see Albert's really been able to take advantage of the shot from the back and get it nice and just over the net. They're dropping it short.
Correct.
Absolutely beautiful. That's a commentary clap right there. Some subtle touches, some big slams. That's what we want to see.
Yes. To error from Albert again. That is lucky.
6-5. It seems the Flying Smasher has found his groove.
Back to his rhythm again. Albert is more focused on his drop shots than smashing, and then I think Sajim is a better smasher. He uses his power
very well, doesn't he?
Well.
Yes. There you go. You just literally called it out. Albert there using that nice soft shot. Here we are. It's game on and game on and game 2 here. 7-all.
Beautiful push.
I really like that one because they moved each other around a lot. They really used the whole court trying to work out their opponents, find their weakness. That really was a good one. Going to the break is just, I mean, Albert got off to the flyer, I suppose, in the second game.
Yeah.
Jim just really composed himself, brought himself back into the match, has taken that one-shot lead into the break.
Correct.
What do you think is going on with the coaches now?
I think, of course, Flying Smashers would like to end this rubber with a win because they wouldn't want to go for the third game. And then, of course, Albert needs to get his composure back. He was leading in the second game, and then eventually he gave a few points away, and then now they went into the interval with Flying Smashers leading 8-7.
He just seemed to lose his way a little bit, didn't he? Wasn't as confident in his shots selections going through that once Shajim started making that comeback. He just seems to just lose a little bit of confidence in which shot he wanted to choose.
Yes, maybe I think he has to have a different plan of action because I guess he needs to be a little bit faster on the court, and then he needs to use his smash and play well because I think Sajim is using his smash well to score points. But what we can see from Albert is he's more relying on the cross drop than a smash.
Oh, we've been spoiled. Some great rallies going on here too between the two players. Albert doing what he needs to do for Cap Sports, leading this charge after the break. Looking to tie up game number 2 here. It is a semi-final. Remember, the winner does move through to the final of our championship in the C level this evening. And his teammates, his supporters are getting right in behind him.
Beautiful smash by Sajid down the line. Sajid tends to play more straight, and then I can see Albert prefers to play more cross shots.
Just gets better and better. I'm loving, I say it quietly, I am loving that Albert's bringing it back here in the second game. I'm actually hoping he can close this one out and we take it to the decider.
I think looks like it might be the case because...
Commentator's curse right there.
Another error from Albert.
It does seem to be Albert's favourite shot, looking to slam and then drops it in short over the net. I think Shajim, though, he's got the upper hand, and I think he's noticed it. He's got used to it now, and he's allowing himself to be in position to collect if he needs to.
(12-13), 1 point difference.
It sounds like there's thousands of people around the court. there's only a few, but
there is a lot of support, and there's the cheering squads are very loud and noisy.
Oh.
So let's hope Albert gets this point, so maybe we might move on to the third game.
So there we have it, the game number 2 here. You got to win by 2 points, remember. So
yes, correct. It's 14 all, so you need to get a lead of 2 points.
Who's your pick for this game? Considering the way you've seen it played out so far, who do you think can pull out that 2-point advantage?
It's hard to say. It depends, but I think Sajid has the advantage. Because he had got the first game in the bag, so it's much easier. And then when Albert is concerned,
less
he's
pressure,
under
right?
pressure.
Yeah, correct. Oh. You've got to love it. You've got to applaud both players. The battle that's going on court right now. You at home, you must be enjoying this. Remember, share your comments in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts. I mean, it is an absolute beautiful battle. So match point here for Eugene. Can he finish this one off? He had the advantage last time, but Albert able to pull it back.
Yes, that's the game.
There we go. First blood is drawn. It's going to the Flying Smashers here in the semi-final between Cap Sports and Flying Smashers. Shajim there pulling out a 2-0 victory to hit his team up 1-0 out of the best of 5 in this competition here. Great start. What a fantastic start. What are your thoughts, Mahan, on that one?
I think it was a close. I think I enjoyed the second game more than the first one. I think the first game was a one-sider. I thought Albert took time to get into the game, but he played well in the second game. But then it was crucial because I think he had a lot of errors and a lot of shots played out, and I think that cost him the match.
He did it right. He took a little bit longer to get into the game, didn't he? He didn't quite find his length, his range that he probably wanted or needed, obviously. But that does set up an absolute hurler of a competition, and like you're saying, I'm hoping to see exactly the same thing. I want to see those tight battles, those close seesawing games all the way through, because those are always definitely the most exciting ones when it comes to competition. So there you have it, as official. Flying Smashers do take a 1-0 lead of the first to 3 or best to 5 in the series. Next up, who do we have next up?
Next up we have the ladies double, and then Flying Smashers are represented by Maria Christine and Christine Salvador, and then the Cap Sports represented by Junie Grace and Sunia Koshi. So it's going to be an interesting match. The teams are ready. The match officials for this game is Padmavati Tirupati is the umpire, and Rosemary Jiju is the service judge.
Some absolutely brilliant play going on here between two teams. It is the Cap Sports versus the Flying Smashers. Absolutely brilliant play going on here between two teams. It is the kids. Well, what are your thoughts going into this game here? I mean, are you expecting much of the same?
I think balanced. Both the teams are balanced here. But then it's important Cap Sports pull this back so that they go into the third rubber as 1-all.
I mean, it makes such a big difference, right? The pressure value that comes into it. If you are 2-0 down, it's only best of 5. Yeah, it would add a lot of pressure. I mean, yeah, do you reckon it must be playing on these players' mindsets already going into the match?
It is. But still they have to focus well and have a cool head because, of course, again, Flying Smashers will go into the match with a little bit of more confidence because they have one already on their side. So all pressure would be on Cap Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Cap Sports represented by
Both pairs have left-hand-right combinations, so it's going to be interesting.
on my right, Flying Smashers represented by Maria Christine and Christine Sandel. And on my left, Cap Sports represented by Julie Grace and Sonia Koshi. Flying Smashers to serve Maria Christine to Julie Grace. Love all. Play.
So there you go, first rally. What are your thoughts on that one?
I think it was a close one. Let's hope for a good game. Flying Smashers have taken the lead.
I'm getting a bit of deja vu in this one. That's how I've gotten seen it. It's the Flying Smashers getting off to an accelerated start here in this match number 2, game 1. You've got to think, I mean, with every point that the Smashers are adding on to the tally, it just puts more pressure on Cap Sports.
Definitely, and again, what I could very clearly say is the combination is working out well for Flying Smashers. It seems that they've been practicing as a pair regularly, and then I don't see the same with the Cap Sports.
Well, I was going to say, you might start with the uniform a little bit. And like, I have to say, I do I actually like the white and the orange, the green on that one there. If I had to pick one for when it comes to uniform. What is it you think we feel with the left-right arm combination? What is it what advantages do you see in that combo?
See, what happens is sometimes we see most of the players are right-handers. So when you get into doubles where you find a left-hand playing on the opposite side, that what happens is you have to change your game, because where you have to push the services to the backhand, because the backhand is the weaker side of any player, so we always tend to push the shuttle or attack the backhand more. But here what happens is, because when there's a left-hander, you have to always think maybe instead of the backhand you might have to attack in the middle, so where both players will have the backhand in the center of the court. But in this match we have two left-handers on both sides, so it is interesting. And then so far I could see that the Flying Smashers are doing extremely well.
It does look slightly different from my perspective here. Looking at the Flying Smashers tend to have their stronger hand through the centre of the court, where it seems opposite sometimes on that side. Am I seeing that correctly, or is it just me in my eyes?
No, I think because both of them are left-hand, right-hand combination, so I think they are playing. Yeah, there's an error. First time that we see this, some miscommunication. Couple of errors have given some breathing space to the cap sports.
It's the old momentum swing, that's what they say, isn't it?
I think the problem is the breeze again, because this is the Flying Smashers are playing with the breeze, and then that's when it's difficult to control your shots.
I have to say, I am loving. I mean, it's a shame that Cap Sports are digging themselves a hole and then looking to come out of it. I wish they would start this way, like as far as this battle is going. They seem to now finally got their groove. And of course, as soon as I say this, shuttle goes out.
You can see like both parties doing a lot of errors, especially not being able to control their shots on court. I think rather than scoring, playing and scoring, they're just hitting the shuttle on either side of the court and just giving away points unnecessarily.
Yeah. (14-6) game point. Flying Smashers, can they finish this one off?
Yes, they have. And it was quite clear that out of the two teams, Flying Smashers had a better pair, and then they were more stronger.
Like you said, it's that, I want to say unagi, that communication, that mental communication between each other that just seems to be flow. I mean, I think there's probably, we're getting that commentator's curse when they did miscommunicate and the shuttle flew over the back of the lady. But yeah, it just seems to flow nice, and they seem to know each other's game quite well. Like I say, like we were saying beforehand, they've done a bit more practice behind it. What are the coaches saying now? What needs to happen from Cap Sports?
I think Cap Sports, of course, they need to get their combination right, and then play well, have a game plan, what they want to do. I can see that there's a lot of talking happening. and I can see Juni taking the lead in explaining things to Sunia. So most probably somebody has to control the game. When you're a pair, somebody will take control over, and then the second player has to do a supporting role. So this is what I could see. And then
That's good, right? You can't have too many chiefs in a team. You need some Indians. That's how the expression goes.
I think the flying smashers will just need to continue what they are doing. Just avoid those errors where they were playing the shuttle away. And I think they will have the advantage with the hitting towards the breeze now.
It's so it's kind of funny that we've just said this, considering that it was the Cap Sports coaching team that was in, out, done, and that was the Flying Smashers that had the longer discussion between players and coach. I would have thought it would be the Flying Smashers that probably had a little bit less to say in that one.
Yes, ideally, because Cap Sports is behind as of now, and then this is where the coach should have advised them more on what needs to be done. Beautiful shot.
Sorry to cut you off there, mate. It's just, that was a wowzer.
I think for the first time in this match, Cap Sports is leading.
Excellent, great start here from Cap Sports. So maybe the short conversation from the coach is the way to go.
Could be, could be.
Just a little confusion there from the umpire. A little moment there. Yes, it literally is deja vu. It's Groundhog Day happening here in the semi-final. I hope this is not a game plan from Cap Sports to kind of lure the opposition to a false sense of security and then pounce later on. They seem to be digging themselves, like I said, a little bit of a hole, but obviously they've got the skill set, they've got the capability. I mean, they've made it through the semi-finals. It proves exactly that. Just making it a little bit hard on themselves to take a little pressure off them.
I think it's all to do with the game pressure, semi-finals pressure, because both these teams have played extremely well. And if you see, Cap Sports has beaten Shuttle Zone 3-1 to qualify for the semi-final.
Dominated, didn't they?
Yes, they have dominated. So I'm sure that it may be their nerves this evening.
Well, that was a bit of a wayward shot. Hit her own player in the back. And when you read into that 3-1 win they had before, I mean, that shows it was these first pairings that got that advantages. It was the male, the doubles woman, doubles males that got those wins. I think our score was a little bit behind, but we'll catch that
up. Lucky shot.
Yes, it's 8-7. So sorry about that one. There's a score correction. It's 8-7, Cap Sports leading Flying Smashers going into the break here. So much better start there by Cap Sports. What did you think?
I think Cap Sports did well, and they were leading all the way up to the interval right now. So I hope they will continue to do so. And I think, as we discussed earlier, before the start of the second game, I could see Junie taking the lead. And then, of course, Sunia playing a supportive role, especially at the net. And Junie, running around and covering the rear court and, giving a game to the Flying Smashers.
Junie really does, I mean, from my perspective, like, she moves very well around the court too. Knows exactly where she is, knows exactly where she wants to place the shuttle. It's really nice to see. And like you said, she's kind of controlling this one. I think that's what happened. Even the coach had a quick say that Junie was like, okay. And Sonia got together.
Beautiful smash.
Just when we thought Cap Sports had control of the second game, Flying Smashers coming out stronger in this just after the break.
I think what I can see is both the teams are playing two different games. Where the Cap Sports is concerned, they're playing a front and back kind of a game where there's one player in the middle of the court and the other player covering the rest of the court at the back. But it's all right. But then the problem is that if your opponents are attacking, you cannot play in this kind of a method, because you have to. There'll be a lot of gaps on either side. So I could see the Flying Smashers recognizing this and attacking on either side of the court, not particularly to the middle of the center of the court.
So Flying Smashers now only 2 points away from wrapping up match number 2. Can Cap Sports come back and take this to a decider? There we go, there's that 1 point they need.
That's a good shot. Very well placed.
Sorry.
1 point to go. I think they should finish it off. That's out. And that's the game.
So another great battle here. It is 2-0 in this game here, going to the Flying Smashers. That means Flying Smashers do take the ascendancy going into this third match. This men's doubles match coming up after this one. What were your thoughts, Mahan, on that one there? Where was it won for the Flying Smashers?
I think the men's double again is going to be a very strong match. But I think Flying Smashers are going to get into the match with more confidence, because no pressure on them. They have 2 points already in their bag. And then Cap Sports really have to pull something out of the bag and then win this match, because
they've got to find that magic rabbit.
Exactly. If not, it's going to be curtains for them, unfortunately. So hopefully their team will come up and maybe turn things around, and then let's see how things work out.
So it is semi-final time here in the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. The semi-final 1, semi-final 2 is over on the other court, but we do have an absolute beauty here. Now, we've got confidence in Cap Sports to come back. They are 2-0 down. There is pressure, obviously, but I think the players, especially in the next one coming up, just need to just relax, enjoy it, and just let their skills come out into their next game. I mean, the 2-0 down, you've really got nothing to lose. That's how kind of seen it. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments section. What are your predictions for this next one? Can Cap Sports pull this one back, or will it be a 3-0 wash there for the Flying Smashers? Not too far away now, only a few moments, and we'll be right into it. Other way around.
Looks good, though. That's it. Thank you. Just twist it on the camera. Twist that. Great one, I think.
The officials are leading the way onto the court, and this men's double is officiated by Mary Biju, and the service judge is P. Balakrishnan.
So if you're just joining us tonight here at the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021, we are into the semi-final stage. Here's your order of play. We've had the men's singles, we've had the women's doubles. It is the Flying Smashers taking a 2-0 lead into this third men's double match. The men's singles was won by Flying Smashers 2-0. The women's doubles backed that up with literally a Groundhog Day deja vu moment when it came to the scoring and the points being scored during that match. And Maria and Kristen there going 2-0 up in that game as well, or that match. So the match score is 2-0. The Flying Smashers can take the semi-final and move their way into the final if they can win this one. But I'm sure Cap Sports are not going to let that happen easily at all. They've got a couple of very capable players here. And Mahan, tell us a little bit more about these players.
Yes, the toss was won by the Cap Sports team, and I believe they chose the side. As we spoke earlier, there's one side which has a slight bit of a breeze coming in, so Cap Sports decided to play towards the breeze. I think that's a good move.
Like you said, there's more control there.
Yes, exactly. And then so we would see the Flying Smashers serving the beginning, and then yes, we have the players for Flying Smashers, Vineet and Abdul, and for Cap Sports we have Nobel and Saiju. So it's going to be an interesting match. I hope Cap Sports will pull this back. So that
you just want to see a big battle, don't you?
Yes.
Just like myself. I'm with you, mate. I'm with you 100%. All those Cap Sports supporters out there, show your support, show your love, place your comments in the comments section. Hashtag Cap Sports comeback. So you can see in this match, I mean, it was different last match. Now we've got the all right-handed players here in this one, this competition. What strategy you think to change now? I mean,
I think I'm sure that they must be having a game plan, and then most probably this match would be a more faster game because this is the men's double. So we all look forward for men's doubles because this comparative to the single as well as the ladies double, we expect this match to be a more fast-paced game. And look out for some smashes coming this way.
You gotta love it, right? The smashes. It's actually quite fun because you do look throughout all the teams. There's a lot of teams that have added smashes into their team names, so everyone loves to. When it comes to badminton, everyone loves to smash. All right, so here it is. It's the third match in the competition between Flying Smashers and Cap Sports. It is the men's doubles here. Flying Smashers, you knew, are in the purple and pink, and our Cap Sports players up in the far end of the court in the white. The other thing I always do love about badminton, it's a very official, it's very nice etiquette when the umpire introduces the players and the way they go through their movements. I do love that.
All the officials are professional officials, and they are from the UAE Badminton Federation, doing a wonderful job.
That was an absolute beautiful rally to get us off underway here. That was a smart play, just cutting it across the net and dropping it short. Landing just inside the line. I tell you what, Cap Sports have come to play in this one.
Yes, definitely. From the first two rallies, we could see that very well.
And this is what was a little bit annoying in the last two matches, that the Cap Sport players absolutely had the skills to be able to do this, just didn't get the start they wanted. But now it seems that the men's doubles here have taken the ascendancy, and now they're leading the way here, which is fantastic. Gotta love it. It's early. It's 3-1 there. There's so much passion in this one. So much emotion. It's actually... there we go. Umpire there just correcting herself. Lovely smile. Again, another fantastic rally here. Both teams moving each other around the court, mixing it up. Fantastic. What do you think, Mohan? I mean,
I think we are in for a good match, and
in for a treat, mate.
Yes, definitely. And
do you like your sweets?
Yes, it's played very well, and I think we had 22 shots in the last rally, so I think we're going to see more of them.
Wow. Yep. That's impressive. You were counting on those shots.
Good shot, but just
slightly long, huh?
Slightly longer, yep.
So a great battle here early in this third match, the men's doubles. Vahab and Vineeth now looking to plot their comeback, which Cap Sports had to do in the last two matches. They must be having that same kind of thought. They're looking to compose themselves as well, right?
Yes. I'm sure they are under pressure, but then they are playing well. I think they should not avoid all these errors which is happening. I think 2 errors back to back now. So they should focus and then keep the lead. That is critical.
It just makes such a big difference, doesn't it? When the pressure is like you're in front, there's that little bit less pressure. You know, you can make a little bit, your mind's a bit more clear, you can make a few more choices. So even just the 1 or 2 points here, definitely.
Because the game is very quick. So what happens is you really don't feel that, when you lose points, but then, all of a sudden you realize, you've given away a few points, and then it's difficult to, pull those points back. So it's important that you get into good rallies and then win those rallies and collect the points for yourself. I think they are going for the interval, and with Cap Sports leading.
So some brilliant long rallies there, like you said. There's some 22 shot rallies in that one. Both teams looking to play each other around the court, front, back, side to side. Both teams seem to be well connected. That Unagi I was talking about before. This one, there seems to be finer margins, obviously, within the gameplay. So what are the coaches saying to each other?
See,
Also the players, sorry.
I think what they will be doing is they would be under, because you see the flying smashers, again they have a left-hand right combination, and Cap Sports there are 2 right-handers. So they would have been noticing the errors and who's playing a better game. Then of course they would be advising which player to attack, and which player to whether they should go play more on the net or maybe at the back of the court. So these are advices that they can give, but at the end of the day, the players have to make it because they are the ones on court.
Some great reactions there from Cap Sports.
Flying smashers are catching up.
Yeah, they seem to just take this. And it does make a big difference. I mean, coming out after the break, being able to compose yourself to break, and get that little break, can do exactly this. Can change momentum completely.
Sometimes breaks do this because when you are on a roll, you don't want to take a break.
Totally, 100%. Exactly. You want to keep the pressure on. You want to keep moving. I mean, you see that in the sport of basketball used so well. Timeout. American football, they use their timeout so well.
Back-to-back errors from both sides.
A couple of unforced errors there, going short on their serves. I have to say, one of the probably the advantages here of Cap Sport is the passion that they are playing with at the moment. You know, when they're hitting those slams and they're making those points, they are roaring. It's absolutely fantastic. Bit of dispute there with that call. A couple of players not happy. So look, Flying Smashers have to compose themselves, or this game's really going to run away from them.
Yes, looks like. a little bit of a dispute.
So game point here to Cap Sports, looking to turn this one around.
Oh, very well defended.
Such great defense, great reactions.
They have
Cap
finally made it.
Sports. I cannot be happier for Cap Sports right now. They've done absolutely fantastic. The passion was in the voice there and in the body, and I think probably that's what's brought them through here in this third match. It is the men's doubles, and Cap Sports take the lead in this one, one game to nil. What are your thoughts, Mahab?
I think that was a good game. I think Cap Sports came to this game under pressure, but then if you see the score line, it's not visible on the score line, and they absolutely played a wonderful match, and you can see from the score line 15-9. So I think it's a good game. I think also they need to keep the composure and finish off this game well. They should not relax, and then of course the coaches must be guiding them, and then Flying Smashers will come with a game plan.
I think they've definitely got, like you said, they've definitely got a game plan. I have to be honest, I don't know if they can, and I think where they're losing it really is in that those moments of Cap Sports want it more. It just seems like they really want this more. This particular game, between the men's doubles here. This seems to just want that little bit extra. I mean, Flying Smashers seemed to got a little bit frustrated there at the end of that second game. There, a couple of points didn't quite go their way, unfortunately. But yeah, it will be a tough one for Flying Smashers to come back out. I definitely don't write them off by any means at all. And it's an exciting battle. It's exciting here, game number 2.
It is going to be, and then it's very important that they have their composure and then go about it, and then see how they come out of this.
I'm absolutely in love with Cap Sports right now. So I'm not being biased towards either team. I'm just loving the passion and the energy that they're bringing here into the court.
I think they are slightly more faster on court, and I think yes, they are creating doubts on Flying Smashers' minds.
It's not only the doubts. I mean, it's also the chances they're creating as well, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean, they really are putting themselves in really good spots.
And they're pacing the game much faster than I think the Flying Smashers are ready for. I think that could be one of the reasons they've been able to score well.
Well, you're right. I think they're controlling the game with the speed of the game. They want to play their game. They're drawing Flying Smashers into that. I don't know scene first, but I have to say, I think for the as far as it comes to best dressed now, when I'm looking at the men's have got the matching top, the matching shorts, and the matching shoes there to go along with it. So that's really nice. I'm just looking at the rackets now. Are they matching? And also. There we go. Great game. This is what we expect. We expect this very, very tight game here, game number 2. It's 3-all. Exactly what we expected. What do you think at home, guys? What are your thoughts? What are your comments? How do you see this match continuing through game number 2? Can Cap Sports cap it off, no pun intended, here and bring themselves back into this competition?
Another good rally there.
Absolutely fantastic support there. The chants going on there from the Flying Smashers supporters. Seriously, I wouldn't think there was 4 people there. I think there was 100. Flying Smashers get in the way of the shuttle over the net there.
Slightly, the luck is on the Flying Smashers side. This is the second time that it happened.
So, Cap Sports need to compose themselves here. They were looking to pull this one back. I think maybe just a little bit of excitement there.
Yes, yes, it was an easy one.
Yeah, a little bit overzealous, I suppose you'd say. I have to say that's what I'm loving about this game. The passion that's coming out is absolutely fantastic.
And they're going for the interval with Flying Smashers leading this game, 8 points to 4.
I think this one is quite an easy one to explain when you're thinking about what the coaches must say to their players, especially now with Flying Smashers taking the biggest ascendancy here coming into game number 2 from the Caps. It's got to be about composure. It's got to be just go back, settle down, go back to what you know it works for you. Dictate the pace of the game, dictate the play during the game as well. And then the other side, when it comes to Flying Smashers, they're probably saying, look, we know what we need to be doing. Let's keep that going.
Yes, definitely.
But like you say, that old timeout, it does change the mindset, doesn't it?
Exactly. You have to pace your game, and then all these are tricks. Sometimes you change the shuttle because if the rally is going too fast and then if you're losing many points, it's maybe you tend to change the shuttle just to change the momentum.
Not only is there a good battle going on in court, there's also a great battle on the supporters' chants over there as well.
You can see the shuttle being changed again.
Just for the new viewers at home that are probably maybe new to the game, are they able to bring those old shuttles back into the game, into the match?
No.
Completely.
It's always a fresh one. The old ones go to the practice box.
Practice box, that's the one. So here's that pressure game we talked about. It's only a 3-point gap between them, but it is still a 3-point gap, and maybe, I was about to say, maybe Cap Sports letting the pressure get to them, but not with that shot.
It's a beautiful shot, across court smash. And for the viewers' information, we're using Yonex AS40 shuttle for this particular tournament.
Yonex, fantastic supporters that's been supporting badminton, not just here, but globally as well. They've really backed the growth and development of the game.
Yes, definitely. And Yonex has been a supporter for UAE badminton throughout many years now.
Don't want to throw the quick one into a bit. Do you know where the Yonex came from? One of those questions. I don't know myself. I just thought I'd.
It's a Japanese brand.
Japanese brand, yeah. Have you been watching much of the Olympics?
Yes, yes. It's also almost coming to an end.
Only 2 days left. Did the results go the way you thought it was going to in the Olympics?
Yeah, but then being Indian support, I was expecting Sindhu to do much better.
Yeah.
But then it was not the case. But then overall, it was a good competition.
Flying Smashers here trying to take the advantage, but it doesn't seem like Cap Sport's going to let them out of it. In fact, they close that gap to 2. Oh my God. Someone's looking down on the Flying Smashers. That's the 3rd time in this game alone.
Exactly, and that's the most annoying part of it. Ready for a proper return, and then it's a shot that it's very difficult to cover.
I mean, the shuttle's coming so fast at you. Your momentum's moving
Yeah.
backwards, and then it just drops in front of you. There's very few people in the world that could change direction that quickly. I do not want to jinx it for Flying Smashers. There is only 1 point to take game number 2 here in this match. But
Looks like it might go to the 3rd game.
Not just yet. Cap Sports have other ideas.
11-14.
We've been asking for that decider. We've been looking forward to it. We love a decider. Oh, feint. Oh.
It was off the flow.
Cap Sports have other ideas. Dare I say it? I don't want to jinx. I'm not going to say anything. I do not want to jinx. Cap Sports, what a comeback.
13-14.
Cap Sports, absolutely fantastic, bringing it back to 14 all. You know what that means. Any team has to win by 2 if they want to take this game. Momentum is now with Cap Sports.
Exactly.
Oh, great defense, but Flying Smashers there. Bringing the big shot from the back. You see 2 different teams in front of us, don't you? You see the very animated Cap Sports, and you see the more calm Flying Smashers on the other side. Flying Smashers, and there you have it. It takes it to a decider. 1 game apiece here in this match. It is Cap Sports versus Flying Smashers. It is the men's doubles. It is match number 3 in this competition. And hey, we're taking it to a 3rd. Mahan, what's your thoughts, mate?
I think it's going to be a very interesting, a hard-fought battle. I think 1 game apiece, and then I think Cap really came back, and I thought they were unfortunate because Flying Smashers were leading 14-10, and then Cap came up to 14 and matched the score, but then
they had momentum.
Yes,
Sorry,
but then they couldn't make it. So most probably both coaches must be talking to them just to keep their composure going.
What an exciting game here at the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. And as we're talking about before, proud sponsors there, Yonex, supporting the game during the tournament, during their time here in the UAE and globally as well. And of course, a big shout out to Shuttle Time Dubai, the organisers here putting this all together. We've got a big shout out also to Badminton World Federation for their support, locally Dubai Sports Council as well for the backing that they have behind growing the game here in the region of the UAE. Here we go. It is game 3, the decider in the men's doubles. Reminder that the Flying Smashers are up 2-0 in a best-of-5 series between Flying Smashers and Cap Sports. So Cap Sports needing to win this one to stay in it. And that's a great way to start off for Cap Sports. Not so great for Flying Smashers.
Exactly.
Oh, what a great start from both teams. 1-1. This is what we wanted. A third, a decider, and a tight battle. Probably thought we could have let that one go. Maybe. Wow, that's more like it from the Flying Smashers. Like their animation, their passion's now coming in the third game. Look how animated they are. The fist pump, the stare, the eyes.
Very well left.
Well read. Great rally. This is absolute. Guys and girls at home, I hope you are enjoying yourself. This is what we came here to see. It is the semi-final of the C-level category championships here. Club champs and Cap Sports have everything to play for. They need to win this game to stay alive if they want to go through to the final. And their boys are doing them proud. There's the old hole in the racket trick there.
It is anybody's game who keeps the composure and then...
There's those fine margins, isn't it? It's just those small little things that make a big difference. Beautiful play there by Flying Smashers right at the front. Nice drop over the V-hub there, doing what he needed to do. Mix it up. You can see Flying Smashers taking the ascendancy here, looking to control this match and really keep it the destiny of their outcome in their own hands.
It's all about the match experience, being in such situations.
I just feel like in the first few points here, Cap Sports, the emotion's kind of gone out. Maybe the little bit of uncertainty in their choice selection, shot selection, sorry. Flying Smashers taking control. 6-3 there. Smashers leading the Sports. Not quite sure what was...
Yeah, because he was raising his fist while celebrating towards the opponent, so that is
okay, yes.
the umpire's cautioning him.
Give him the old slap on the hand. It's just one of those passionate things, isn't it? When that happens, you just, you're in the moment.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily meant to the opposition. It's just
exactly. Just
you just got to reel that little bit in a little bit. It's not the rugby field. So there we go. Is that the turning point for Cap Sports? Obviously, as we go deeper into this game here, they don't want to fall too far behind. Oh, a bit of an unforced error there. Cap Sports.
Go for a break and then a change of ends, as this is the third game.
Probably this is good timing for Cap Sports. They look like they've lost their way a little bit here in the third game. So the break will help them compose, get their thoughts together, and look to come back strong. We know they've got it in them, and they did it in the end of the second game as well with that strong flurry of 4 or 5 points. So literally, for me, they need to look at just compose themselves. Flying Smashers, they're on a roll. I think they've got to keep their talk zero nearly. don't change anything. Just keep doing what they're doing.
I think they played well. I think they were attacking when the shuttle was at the back, and then the guy at the front was just finishing off the rallies. So I think
he was covering the front court quite well, wasn't he?
Yeah. Cap was playing more of a defensive role. I think they have to change roles and then keep attacking.
You have to go out and get it, don't they? I mean, that's when they were the strongest. When they were out there dominating the play, the speed of the game, they had it on their terms. But you're right, absolutely, they've gone to a bit of a defensive mode. Maybe that's the pressure.
It can be, because if they lose this, they are out. So I'm sure that must be working on the heads of the players.
Back of their minds, and it's always there. It's always just a thought. So 5 points away from a final place for the Flying Smashers. Confidence must be high right now.
You can see it on their faces.
You can feel it from the supporters too. It's just like, oh, maybe it's just that little bit too little too late, unfortunately.
Beautifully placed.
Flying Smashers, they're confident. That every shot you see at the moment, the passion's there. They're confident in the moving through it. I think they're seeing this like a beach balloon. They're seeing the shuttle. And there goes that drop shot again, close into the net. Unfortunately, maybe running away from Cap Sports this one.
Yes, because the scoreline, it's quite a big gap between the scores.
It's actually the largest one there's been, I believe. The largest gap there's been in the entire game. Entire match, I should say. So 6-12. Cap Sports looking for that comeback they had before.
Just 2 points away.
With every point too, there's just that much more pressure. The heads have dropped on Cap Sports. Come on, boys, pick up your heads. The old hole in the racket. I think it's literally, unfortunately now for Cap Sports, it's a confidence thing. Flying Smashers are the confident going through. The
women's double was critical, I would say, because if Cap would have got that match, then this would have been another interesting one.
Totally. Completely changed the game, wouldn't it? Or match, I should say. And it was such a shame too, because Cap Sports, the women's, they absolutely had the skills and talent to do it. And there you go, Flying Smashers smashing their way through to the final here in the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. Semi-final winners are found. It is Flying Smashers going through to the final with a convincing 3-0 win over the Cap Sports there. Three very different games in way of it was played.
Yes.
What were your thoughts there?
Definitely. I think this was the most closest one, I would say, the men's double. Where the other two games were concerned, it was more one-sided, I would say, especially the ladies double.
Yeah. And it was just moments, wasn't it, in this third game here? I think it's actually probably moments through all the games, really. When you look at it, it was that Cap Sports in both the singles and in the doubles of the women's just got a slow start. They didn't lack the skill at all. They just lacked the start that they needed to push on and be able to put the pressure on their opposition. On the other hand, it was Flying Smashers doing very well, composed themselves, getting off that strong start that they were looking for, and being able to push through not only from the start, but they carry it through with that momentum as well.
They were consistent, I would say.
Exactly, yeah.
And on this game, with the Cap taking the first game, I thought that there might be a change of momentum, but it wasn't to be so, you know.
It is a tough one. Flying Smashers bringing it at 2-1. So that was a great men's doubles match there, 2-1 being the final result. That means there is no need for the second of men's doubles or the mixed doubles here in this competition. It is Flying Smashers advancing straight through to the next round. And who will they take on? Will it be the Ace Smashers or Fortuna Weekend Smashers? That game being played on the other court just off to the side of us. That one looks like it is going through to another one, potentially. We'll find that one out for you very, very shortly. That final, though, is looking to start in 1 hour's time, around 7:30 p.m. 7:30 p.m. is the final of the sea-level category here at the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. 7:30 is the first match. Will be the men's singles on that one. And as always, we'd love to thank our sponsors and supporters. Yonex, obviously, doing great supporting the nation of badminton. Shuttle Time Dubai, the organisers of today's tournament. Badminton World Federation and Dubai Sports Council, thank you very much for your guys' support. And thank you, the viewers, for tuning in to watch what has been an absolute fantastic game.
We've just got the information on Court 7. So the Weekend Smashers have qualified for the final over there. So it's going to be Flying Smashers as versus I think the Ace Smashers or the Weekend Smashers.
The Fortuna Weekend Smashers.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a different name, isn't it? The Fortuna Weekend Smashers looking to mix it up there with their side. Taking on Cap Sports, we're going to take a look at how they made it through to each of these qualifying rounds. As you saw here, just what happened in front of us, just literally in front of us right now. We saw Flying Smashers taking out the win 3-0 over Caps, and then we're looking at the other one. What was the deal over there, Mahan?
That's also a 3-0.
3-0. Do we know how close the games were?
No, I need to get the scores.
So just a bit of confirmation of that as we're looking into the next one. Here it is. It's the quarterfinals, semifinals, and it is the big one, the final between the Fortuna Weekend Smashers and Cap Sports. I do correct myself there. Sorry about that. The graphics guys have got that incorrect. But let's take a look at just kind of how they move through from quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals into making their way into what promises to be now a very, very close final. So just waiting on that confirmation there. Yes, it's coming back up. Let's take another look at that one. Fortuna Weekend, I mean, they took on Smashers Badminton Academy. That was a very close quarterfinal. It was 3-2 in that quarterfinal. Moving south through the semi-final, dominated in that semi-final, going through 3-0. So very confident now moving into the final. On the other side of the draw, you see that the Flying Smashers, they did a little bit easier there in the quarterfinal, winning against the Aeroplane at UBL, taking that one 3-1. And then, as you just saw in front of us here, a dominating performance there by the Flying Smashers. Really was momentum, maybe the mindset or the composure they had at the start of each of these matches, allowing them to push on and move through to the final, where it will be Flying Smashers and Fortuna Weekend Smashers taking on each other for the C-level category championships here, Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. A reminder that will start off at 7:30, so don't go too far away. Make sure you're back here ready for a big one in the finals tonight, held here at Dubai World Trade Center.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gents. We are here at the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships for 2021. It has absolutely been a fantastic evening here amongst everybody. It's the grand final of the C levels category. We are looking forward to this. My name is Grant Goes. We have Mahan here as well. He is our commentator behind the voice behind the matches that's taking place today. My friend, welcome back in. We're into the final. Let's take a look at what's been happening over the last, let's say last few days when it comes to competition.
Definitely.
So we had some quarterfinals. Oh, it's the wrong one. They've brought up there on the stream for us, haven't they? There was the quarterfinals that started off with Fortuna Weekend Smashes. They're the ones in the final here. They had a big one in the quarterfinal where they won 3-2 against the Smashes Badminton Academy.
Correct.
Was that the way you saw it going there?
Yes, I think they were a stronger team.
The better ones. They moved through then into the semi-finals, taking on the Ace Smashers. Again, a good result, so 3-0.
Yes, where that match was concerned, I think there were the second game where the ladies double was concerned. There was a walkover. One player had to retire.
Oh, shame.
Injury, so that's a shame. But then overall, I think where the semis were concerned, I thought at least there would be more matches played. But then both these teams came to the final with a 3-0 towards them in the back. So easy wins, I would say.
Easy wins. So they on the other side of the draw, the Flying Smashers, they've made it through to the final as well. They won their quarterfinal 3-1 over Aeroplane UBL. And what we just saw on the stream here, Flying Smashers, they did it 3-0 over Cap Sports. What do you think they took away from that semi-final there, the Flying Smashers?
I think they played well overall, and I think if they keep the momentum going, I think it's going to be very interesting final.
Absolutely. We want to see a close battle here as well, don't we?
Yes, not a 3-0.
Not a 3-0.
I would expect a more closer tie this time around.
Cool, so we're about to get underway here of the C-level category championships, the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. It is Fortuna Weekend Smashers, and they're up against the Flying Smashers. Players coming out onto the court now. So, Mahan, what's up first?
Yes, we're going to have the men's singles first, and the match would be officiated by Raja Balasubramaniam, and then service judge would be Ajit Pillai, and Fortuna Weekend will be represented by Ajit Ravi, and Flying Smashers will be represented by Sajim Sharafuddin.
Awesome. It's excellent. And guys and girls that are on the stream following us tonight, please show some love. First of all, hashtag Yonex, hashtag Shuttle Time Dubai, hashtag Dubai Sports Council, hashtag the Badminton World Federation, and then tell us your picks. Who are you voting for? Who are you supporting? Who do you think is going to win this battle in the opening men's singles here of the C-level finals? All right, so players out on the court. Flying Smashers have their purple and pink shirts on, representing the black shorts. Doesn't have the black and purple shoes on, though. A bit unfortunate there.
I think the doubles pair was the pair who was wearing the entire outfit. I think even the rackets matched each other.
I believe they did too. They went for the white outline of the racket as well, didn't they? The white coating. And on the other side of the court there, we do have the Fortuna Weekend Smashers. An absolute mouthful. I must thank them for that later on. But he is well coordinated, isn't he? The old red shirt and red shoes going on.
Yes, I think these days all the players would love to go, matching and more stylish
attire.
Yes, attire.
So let's look at the game. What do both players, what do they need to do to put themselves in a winning position?
I think they have. This is the final, so of course there might be a little bit of pressure on both heads. So you just need to be calm and cool. Um, and then once you win the toss, as I said earlier, also this particular court has a little bit of breeze towards one side to the other side. So I think flying smashers are going to play towards the breeze, and then Fortuna with the breeze. So I think shuttle control will be important. And then in the semi-final, we saw players hitting the shuttle out,
That's only when you change it.
and then they have to get better control of the game and not give away unnecessary points to your opponents.
And that start's going to be a pressure one, isn't it? The start of the match as well. Getting those first few points up. It's going to be crucial, really. What are you getting from both players when you look at them now? Are they settled? Are they nervous?
I think Ajay looks a little nervous.
He does, doesn't
on
he?
his face, but I think Sajim looks more confident. Again, it all depends on the coaches also, how you give them morale, support, and then how you support them and how you encourage them.
So here we go. Ooh.
2 points on the board already.
Fortuna, the guy in red, taking early advantage there. Oh, that was a bit of a miss hit.
Yes.
Do you think that could have been, what do you think that could have been from? What do you think that little miss there could have been from?
Maybe the lights, because as you can see, some of the lights on that side, there's more lighting on that side, so it's always been an issue, because I've played on this court as well. And then once the lights directly fall on and then the shuttle comes under the lights, sometimes there's a tendency that you don't see the shuttle.
Oops. Please do excuse the score there, it's actually 2-all. A bit of an indifferent start here to this one. No one really taking control of the match. Kind of, I think they've both been fortunate with their points. Would you say?
Also, I think it's kind of a more balanced game, I would say. Both players look balanced. Again, error from Ajay's side.
Bring this one down. Well, it is the final here of the Yonex Shuttle Time to Buy Club Championships, and it is only 1 point in it. The first 9 points being split between the two players. And finally, we got the supporters on the sidelines here, bringing their claps and their chants into this match. missed the one.
Ajay taking the lead.
I have to say, both players seem so nonchalant about it as well. They seem very cool, collected.
Yes. I think we're going to the first break now with the score on 8-5.
It's definitely a big difference between what we saw in our semi-final when Flyers took on the sports and here. The emotion doesn't seem to be. Is that what I'm thinking? Have you seen the same thing? Like it seems to be like inside. There's like a bit more composure between the players.
I think so. They're not showing anything off their faces. So I think it's they're having their poker faces out.
Yeah, exactly. They know what cards they're holding. They're just not going to show the opposition.
I think that's critical, that you don't show that. I'm sure they are under pressure, but then you don't want to show it to your opponent, because that would lead on to an advantage to your opponent.
Yeah. I think the coaching side of that would have been very, very simple. Just keep easing your way, from both coaches to both players. Just keep easing your way into this game. No one's running away with it, really. I mean, Jonathan it does have the lead of 8-5, but it's only been a couple of small things, really.
What's important is that they keep control of their shots, because nobody wants to give away points unnecessarily, especially hitting the shuttle out. So it's critical that they, of course, time their shots and then place the shuttle, but not very close to the line, I believe, because with the drift, there's always a possibility of the shuttle going out if they are hitting very close to the lines. So keep that in mind, attack the middle. But then, of course, if the opponent is there in the center, maybe then place onto the side, but not so close to the lines.
I actually remember, and it's funny you say this one, but like Roger Federer in tennis, he would talk about that a lot. He was thinking about the wind in every match that he played. He'd always adjust for that outline.
You need to do that at this particular level. Players, once you're on court, you will understand if there's a breeze, and then you have to adjust yourself.
I can feel it, actually. I've got a little goosebumps coming through. Oh, absolute fantastic shot there from the back of the court. Just dropped it over the net.
Beautifully deceived.
It was well hidden, wasn't it? Nothing, man, you can see both players now really finding their rhythm, finding their stride, the length they want to use. Nice, beautiful drop shot there. Now we're coming to those pressure points, coming towards the end of the game. I don't think he's got the ascendancy.
I think there's still time on the game, but it's I think Fortuna weekend is leading, and then
Sargent not going to let him go too far away. He's going to try and keep this close. Could it be another Cap Sports comeback that we see here in this game with men's singles?
I hope so. Seems like it.
Maybe it is. Raja looking to close this one out here. They need 2 more points. maybe it was what we talked about before. Just needs to maybe not so much play safe, but no, he's got control. This one here, he's got control. Can he? Yes. There we go. Just as we're talking about it. All right.
Just 1 point for Ajay to finish this game off.
So I do correct myself. AJ, sorry for the viewers out there. It's AJ in the red. All right, I have to look at something different. And nice finish there by AJ to take the ascendancy, take the game here. Game 1 of the men's singles of the Yonex Shuttle Dubai Club Championships 2021, taking a 1-0 lead. And that's critical, isn't it? It's really about confidence moving forward, not only as your player, but as your team as well. What do you think it's going to do going into that second game now?
It's about, again, still keeping your composure. Yes, where the Flying Smashers are concerned, they're one game down. But then I thought both the players match each other. So it's just a matter of who keeps the composure and then who does the less number of mistakes.
Is that what you're noticing as the difference between the two players? Just making less mistakes, or?
Yes, because I feel both the players are equally talented and both play. But of course, each of us have our own strengths.
Yes, yeah.
So once you go onto the court, you have to play to your strengths, and then see how it goes.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be an interesting match, and I have a feeling that maybe Sajim might pull the second game.
Coming back. Remember, folks, let us know who you believe is going to be pulling through in the game of number 2 here of the men's finals. Will it be AJ be able to secure the first match there for the Fortuna Weekend Smashers, or will it be Sajim that makes the comeback and takes this one into a decider, a third game decider here in the first match? A big battle. Remember, these teams have gone through a lot to get here. This is a C-level finals, and when I've been told, I have to admit I haven't watched the most badminton, but what I'm seeing from C-level, this is a fantastic level of agility and ability being shown and displayed in front of us. It's been absolutely fantastic.
I think most of these players do play during the week, and then during the weekends as well, and then they wait for opportunities as such. So Shuttle Time Dubai has given them an opportunity once again, and this is the 7th edition that's going on. So I think players during the year look forward for such tournaments, for the National Federation to organize such tournaments. So I think everybody's enjoying.
That's what you need. You need consistency to be able to keep improving your game.
And this is one of the tournaments that all the players look forward to be a part of. And as you said earlier, like we had around 160 players participating in this C division of the tournament. And then you can see with the talent in front of us, you can imagine what the B and the A stages are going to be like.
Yeah, looking forward to those ones. So AJ there not quite found his range or his distance here in the second game. In fact, AJ starting off this game here with what he did in the first game as well, with a couple of air shots, just completely missing the shuttle. Again, maybe there's a little bit of nerves there on that side.
It could be.
Well, I have to say, if that's the way he starts, but he finishes with the win, that's a good game plan.
The team and the coach wouldn't mind that.
Exactly. It's not how fast you start the race, it's how you finish it. Nice there by Sajim.
One more error there again from Ajay, not completing the shot.
seems a little bit in two minds, doesn't he, at the start here? His shot selection, maybe not as confident.
Once again, the false shot. I don't think it's anything to do with the lighting, because where he missed the shot, there's no lights involved. So
I mean, we're kind of directly behind. We can look up, and there's not a lot of lights up there. So, not sure what's going on there from AJ's side, but I'm sure he'll compose himself and bring himself back. But it is Sajim in this one, and taking control of game number 2. And doing what we want to see in a fight. We want to see a close fight. We want to see deciders in all these matches.
I would love to see it all going through to the wire, you know. Fifth until the 5th match.
Absolutely, 100%. You heard it here first. So Sajim, they're just finding the net. Just not quite working out that one there. That is the risk you do take when you look to go big but then drop it in short. Man, here we go. The crowd, the team chant has come out.
Getting behind the player.
And that's what we like to see. Definitely the seesaw battle here again in game number 2. That, you know, out to a bit of a 2-point advantage. AJ bringing it back. Sajim going forward. What are the coaches saying?
I think definitely there's something wrong with Ajay, especially on the left court when he's trying to play all the shots, because we've seen 3 drops he missed, and then one shot where he played down the line, he played it out, and then again he cleared one across again that went out. So he's clearly struggling on the left side of his court wherever he's trying to play. So I'm sure the coach must be observing this, and then talking to him because he's given away almost 5 points in that corner.
What do you think he needs to do to correct that?
Of course, he has to. I think it's about timing. It's about rhythm. So he has to get the rhythm, and then he has to. If he's struggling in that corner, he has to make sure that Sajid doesn't play there.
That's a beauty to start off with as far as rallies are concerned here and after the break. AJ happy with that one there. Oh. He just looked like Superman. He looks like he's flying through the air. Oh, we're going to have a shout out to Sanelli. Is it Sanelli? I believe it's one of your children. Put a comment there on the YouTube channel.
Okay, that's my wife.
That's the wife. The wife.
And most probably, okay. So my son is watching as well.
There we go. Dad's doing a fantastic job here behind the microphone. It's a close battle.
It is indeed.
Neither player having the shuttle then. No, I believe the score is 9-8.
These errors needs to be corrected because these are like giving away points unnecessarily.
Oh, beautiful backhand.
It's out again.
So I stand corrected there. The score is actually 11-8 in favour of Fortuna Weekend Smashers. So AJ here having the lead. So apologies for the scoreboard there. Wow, what a beautiful setup the shot before.
Looks like Sajim is struggling with stamina. Just
does seem that way to catch, maybe catching up, or I think AJ, he's like a lion right now. He's about to pounce. He's looking very strong. 14-8 here, game number 2. It is Flying Smashers versus Fortuna Weekend Smashers. AJ representing Fortuna there in the red. 1 point away from taking this match up to 1-0 in the final, and he's done it with an
shot to finish up with.
Absolute stunner. I mean, Shaji must just be able to just look at that one and he's just got to applaud the beautiful shot that was put in front of him. Really, it was an absolute beauty. So there you have it, the match number 1 is the men's singles, and is AJ representing Fortuna Weekend Smashers that takes the ascendancy, takes the lead here for his team in the series. Now 1-0 up. What were your thoughts from that game, huh?
I think it was a closely contested game, but then I thought Sajid would fight back to get the second game, but then at one point we thought, because he was leading, but then I guess that he did not have enough stamina. Maybe it can be a reason because between the semi-final and now, maybe he had not recovered. Maybe it could be a reason, but then I guess it just looked a little bit fatigued, didn't it? It does not 100% there, lethargic, I want to say. Yes, exactly, because the last 5 points he just gave away.
Just and they weren't really. I mean, those own mistakes, really, weren't they? That would put them out. So it just was a bit of a tough one for him, unfortunately, on that one there. But just to give you an update then, this is the grand final of the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. It seems so fast when I say 2021. We're down here at the Dubai World Trade Center in Dubai in the UAE. So wherever you are following us from around the world, welcome into the stream. It is the Flying Smashers versus Fortuna Weekend Smashers. It's Smashers versus Smashers in this one. It's the grand final, but it is Fortuna Weekend Smashers that leads the Flying Smashers 1-0 in this best of 5 or first to 3 matches here in our grand final. we were saying before, we talked about it, and the C level category, for me, that's like, these aren't C, these are much higher players. Just the abilities of the players have been absolutely fantastic, and the level of play has been absolutely fantastic. We saw in the semi-final, we see the matches before this as well, and so this is what you kind of expect, this kind of high level here within a final. Do you expect the same thing to happen in our next upcoming match, the women's doubles?
Yes, I think it's going to be a competitive match because some of the players I have known and I have seen them play. So I think it's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a good match.
Where do you think it can be one loss for this women's match?
See, looking at both parties, I think that it's more or less it's a balanced oppositions on either side. So, but I still have a feeling that there's an edge over the flying smashers from the Fortuna weekend here.
They did look very strong, didn't they, in their semi-final? They looked very well composed. They were working well together. They just seemed to be in each other's minds. They knew what was going on.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we did not get to see Fortuna in their earlier contest beforehand. So it's a very interesting one here. Again, in the comment section, hashtag your favorite. Who are you supporting in this one? I suppose we need an introduction of our players and our umpire, don't we?
Yes, the umpire, we start with the officials. The umpire for this match is Lee Yauting, and the service judge is Nasir Ambalan. And then we have Fortuna weekend represented by Gainu Baral and Celeste May. And then the Flying Smashers represented by Maria Christine and Christine Salvador.
So a big matchup here in this next one. It's important. I mean, we just saw in the singles the Fortuna Weekend Smashers taking the early advantage here, 1-0. So the ladies, the Fortuna ladies, were looking to carry on that momentum, whereas the Flying Smashers looking to put themselves on the board. And like we were saying before, as a commentator, you want to see those close battles. So I'm going to be a little bit biased at the moment, and I'm going to go for Flying Smashers in this one. But in 3 games, by the way, not just a quick whitewash, by no means.
Yeah, because it can be anybody's game. Because as I said earlier, both the oppositions are equally balanced. Yes, there is a left-hand, right-hand combination where the Flying Smashers are concerned, and then the other 2 opponents are right-handed.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to see how they move and how they place the shuttle.
Mm-hmm.
Often they get confused when there's a left-hand, right-hand combination on the opposite hand. So, but they are quite experienced players playing at different levels. So I'm sure that they will be able to identify the spots where they need to place the shuttle.
I've got to ask you a question because I'm looking out here. Now, before I say this too, just let everyone know that I'm a vertically challenged person. I'm not the tallest person by any means, and I'm just looking out here. The Fortuna players, they're quite short too. And when it comes to defence up the net with having the racket up high above their head, do you see that as an advantage?
Of course, the higher you reach, the earlier you reach, there's always an advantage, whether it is at the back of the court or in the net, because the moment you reach the shuttle earlier, there's less time that you're giving to your opponent.
True, yes.
So that's how it is. So I'm sure that everybody will. But of course, then there are shots where we play to deceive players as well. So then you take enough time. You don't play it early, you take it in and then you push. So it's about how experienced you are in the situation, and then what tricks you have in your bags.
That magic hat or magic sock, whatever you like to use. Okay, so here we go. So early start there by the Flying Smashers. Quick start there. A quick shout out to the viewers online too, especially Josman. I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Absolutely great call there, my friend. Best part is that all of them are participating together, practicing together. Absolutely. And it is a big badminton family here supporting these club championships. Fantastic start here by the way. I'm already excited about this match. I mean, this is a great start. Fiery, athletic, really going for their shots. Unfortunately. Just for our viewers at home, can you explain that one to them?
Yeah, that's at the point of impact on the shuttle when the serve was done, it was above the waist, so that is a fault. That's what the indication was given as fault.
If you guys are watching the Olympics as well, you did see on the side of the nets, you did see the actual levelers as well to be able to show that, to help the service judges understand.
During the Olympics, they use the fixed height law, and this is the old BWF alternate service laws, where they don't have the fixed height machines. So then the umpire has to, the service judge has to judge it using the waist of the player.
Absolutely beautiful shot there for the Fortuna player there. Nice. I've seen some absolute pearlers. I take this one back to the, we look back at the quarterfinals and semi-finals. Both teams, you know, struggling in their quarterfinal matches, but then being so dominant in their semi-finals. Now coming back to this, it shows how close they really are. I mean, very, very similar, right, on their pathways.
Yes, I think this pair of, I think they are very well balanced. So that's where you see the scores, like, you know, not having a big difference. You can go like tight. It's a tight match.
It doesn't get much tighter than 6 apiece, does it?
Yes.
I have to say, I am very much for the animation and players when you see that these ladies are very well composed, but also they've got the great animation. You see the passion coming in and out. And going into the break there, Fortuna taking the advantage. It's 8-6. Pulling away there a little bit before the break.
Yes, I think Fortuna players are much more experienced. And then I have seen Gainu playing. So I think she's a very experienced campaigner. They have a slight bit of an edge over the other team. But then they have to bring their A game. I think at the beginning they gave away a couple of points unnecessarily just playing the shuttle out. But I think now they've got the gauge and they are playing well.
What do you think that edge really is for them?
I think the experience and also how you combine with your partner, and then how you understand your partner. That is critical, especially in doubles. You need to know where your partner is, like, okay, I'm going for this particular shot, and then obviously my partner is going to go for the next. So that is very critical, where you know your partners and the understanding between them.
I have to say, after seeing the flying smashes in the previous game, I was super impressed with how they're playing. But yeah, Fortuna really finding their strides in this one and bringing the battle. I quietly thought that flying smashes would actually dominate this game. I just had a feeling of it, but I've been proven wrong, and I've been quite happy, I have to say, proven wrong in this one. great rally there. Great defense, great reactions from all 4 players. Oh, well played.
I think that was the longest rally in the women's doubles, 15 shots.
They've really brought it back, haven't they? You know, when they had the advantage there. Ganu and Celeste, you know, they're really they're controlling the match. Oh, that was a great reaction there. I don't think she meant it, but it turned out to be an absolute perler.
I don't think she meant for the shuttle to go there, but then it did.
I'm sure she'll say after the match that she'll claim it. Of course I was supposed to do that.
I think Celeste is placing the shuttle very well. She's read her opponents and then...
She seems to have great control, doesn't she? That's a bit of an unknown right there. Didn't see that in the last semi-final, or just once. The miscommunication between the two. Say, oh, that point there was probably 1-3 shots back when the player was out of position, and you know, good on Fortuna to be able to take advantage of that. Thanks.
One point away.
Oh, brilliant. She saw her opposite player coming forward and then she just readjusted, sent it over the back and just kept it inside the court. Fantastic shot there. Man, what an absolute beauty start to this final. You know, looking to keep the ball rolling, the ladies are. The Fortuna ladies are looking to keep the ball rolling on their side. Taking out game number 1 here in the competition. 15-5, so convincing there. What do you think is going to happen in the second game?
I think Flying Smashers really have to fight back and get the next game, because if not, what would happen is it's going to be like the semi-final. You know, the men's double, the pair is going to walk in. Whoever takes this next game. In case, for example, if Fortuna weekend takes this game, then they would be very confidently moving into the men's doubles, and then where the Flying Smashers are concerned, they're going to be under a lot of pressure because this is the finals.
Absolutely.
End of the day. So you know, so the ladies have a task in their hand to pull this back, and then maybe take it to another game, and then see how it goes in the third game.
Do you think it's the... They don't seem as cohesive, the Flying Smashers don't seem as cohesive in this match as they were in the last match. Do you think they just need to maybe talk to each other, settle it down? Where is it for these ladies they need to do to get themselves back into this match?
I think they really need to, but again, I think it depends on the experience. Where Gainu and Celeste is concerned, I think they're much slightly take experience, more experience than this Flying Smashers team.
Well, Flying Smashers doing what they need to do to start off with, getting that first point. I have to say that what I'm really impressed about is these short shots that they've got, these drop shots over the net, and literally from anywhere in the court from both players, well, both teams, sorry. They seem to really be able to take advantage of that.
In the first game also we saw it was neck to neck until 6, and then Fortuna took off.
Like a rocket ship, didn't they? They'd seized control. From a viewer's point of view, I think we're looking down the lines of, look, come on, flying smashers.
That was a bad miss.
She knew it too, you could see it on her face, straight away. So Fortuna here taking a little advantage. 3 points, game number 2, 5-2 is the score. Smashes there, coming back. What do we think, folks? What are your views? What do the teams need to be doing to keep themselves in this one, to give themselves the advantage? Potentially take it into game number 3 if you're the Flying Smashers, or to wrap this one up if you're Fortuna.
There's a couple of errors from Celeste, giving away 2 points and allowing Flying Smashers to come into the game.
I think Christie returning the favour there, unfortunately, on this side. It just seems to be a couple of unforced errors there from the Flying Smashers. Come on, girls, bring it back. There we go. There's one. All you need is a little bit of momentum. Now, of course, I do support both teams. I'm just saying from a competitive point of view, I'd love to see this go into a third. Oh, the old Falcon, they call that one.
And then we go for the break again with 8-6 on the board.
8-6, this is a tight one. I mean, it's a grand final. You know, you got pressure coming on you. You know, the lead's been taken for Fortuna. AJ doing great there in the men's singles. The women seem to be backing that one up as well. So Flying Smash is under the pump. Is it more of a motivational speech? Is it a technical speech? What do you think the coach is saying to them?
I think it's motivational as well as he's trying. What I can see is that he's showing, you know, the weak points where they're not clearing or where they should place the shuttle. I think a little bit of advice on that, because this was the same score that they went into the break in the first game as well, 8-6, and then from there they took off. So hope. I don't know, maybe it might be the same scenario, or maybe Flying Smashers might be able to pull something back.
If you're a Flying Smasher supporter, you're there going, no, it's Flying Smashers that's going to take the ascendancy and run away. But I'm sure the Fortuna ladies will have something to say about that. They have the shuttle in hand. Here we go. Oh. Good awareness there, just pushing across court. No, that'll be a hard one to stop. So 1 apiece after the break. just feel that the flying smashes aren't really getting the shots they need to get to put any pressure on these Fortuna ladies. They kind of seem to just handing it back to them each time. Fortuna, they've been able to dictate both sides of the net. Oh, unfortunate there from Christine.
I think also Celeste is defending well, and the smashers are going at a very comfortable height for Celeste, so she's able to return the smash, and then she eventually converts that into attacking shot for her advantage.
Yeah. Is this the comeback that the flying smashers needed in this one? 8-11. That's better placement from the flying smashers. Oh, unluckily.
Oh, that's a good shot. Very well placed.
Nice. So you can see the big difference. They're choosing their shots where they're making the players move around.
Service fault called.
Do we know what that one was for?
Yes, hitting the feather while the service is on. Good shot.
That's the trick that you can do, especially in doubles. You see it a lot in tennis. Hit it straight down the middle, cause confusion between the two players, and then no one goes for it in the end.
Especially happens during when you have two partners with a left-hand, right-hand combination.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, normally when you've got two players the same, one will have that forehand, that stronger inside hand, be able to play the. But yeah. For the flying smashers, they were caught with their two backhands in the middle, and both players unsure who was going to take it. We're wide there. So here we go. It's match point. It's 14-11. I've got confidence in these flying smashing girls, smashes girls though. That's a bit of a mouthful, that one. Well played. Here we go.
Yes. 12-14.
Fortuna still has a few two match points up their sleeves. Absolute time. This is what we love to see. Super close games. Oh, unfortunate there. Just not able to get it back over the net from the flying smashers, and that is what they call the ball game for Fortuna Sports. They take a commanding 2-0 lead in this series, this grand final series between flying smashers and Fortuna weekend smashers. Mahan, what was your highlights in this match?
I think the way Celeste defended, I would say. And then I thought they also understood the weakness between the left and the right hand combination. They were attacking the center of the court. So I think that was a key moment.
They seem to do it with quite ease. And I think I agree with you 100%. They seem to defend well first, get themselves into position during the rallies to then dominate the rally, and pick and choose where they want to play, and really set themselves up for the winner.
Yes, I think especially with Celeste, she did that very well, because I saw most of the smashes which was coming at her. She used to, first was a defense, and then the second she converted into a parallel shot, and then the third one she converted into a smash, for her to smash, for her to attack. So I think that was key.
Yes. So just confirmation there in this grand final of the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. It's the Fortuna Weekend Smashers taking the lead here 2-0 in this grand final. Man, I tell you what, Dubai World Trade Center is lit up at the moment with these big plays throughout the evening. Hang around, we've got up next, it is the men's double, the third match of this grand final, and it's Flying Smashers. They need to find that little bit something, that little bit extra, that something special to bring them back into this competition of this grand final.
The next match will be officiated by the umpire would be Ranjit Malpanda, and then P. Balakrishnan would be the service judge.
Just as you mentioned there, and a big shout out to all the officials and the officiators around here that are doing their parts and make this an absolute amazing tournament. Great and fantastic competition. It's so much easier. Many hands make light work, and when you have people that are so dedicated to the sport, they're putting their time into making sure that players have an amazing experience during the competition as well. It's just absolutely fantastic. So a big thing. Thank you.
We have to mention that also it's not only about officiating, because with the current pandemic, we've been, we are lucky to have such tournaments being organized. So they're keeping by the rules and regulations of COVID protocols. You can see the courts being sanitized, the chairs being sanitized after every match.
Yeah.
So yes, because we want everybody to have a good experience while playing, and also then they're making sure that the safety and the security of the players as well.
100%. So a big thumbs up, a big round of applause for our officials and our organisers. Also a big shout out to, because again, these are not easy to put together. You need help, you need support. So a big shout out again to Yonex, our title sponsors for today's event. Support is always much appreciated. A big shout out to Shuttle Time Dubai for organising this event, their club championship for 2021, and of course the supporters, Badminton World Federation and Dubai Sports Council, doing an absolute fantastic job to help grow the sport of badminton locally here in the UAE. It is the men's doubles that are up next. Tight one. I mean, obviously two very different mindsets going into this one. Fortuna got a 2-0 lead here, so they're really, maybe not the pressure's on, but I'm sure they'll want to, if they can get the win, they'll want to get it done earlier than later. They won't want to take it to 5. And then completely on the other hand here, we've got Flying Smashers, who I have to say, when they've walked onto the court, they look the more animated, they look the more focused, and ready to bring this one back and take it to a fourth match, and to bring that series to 2-1.
Yeah, definitely with the Flying Smashers winning 3-0 earlier in the semi-final, their men's 0-40 and the mixed doubles didn't get a game. So this is an opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
what does that do though? Like you not that you're cold, but if you haven't played for a little while, what does that do then?
Of course, you have to be in the game. That's what is important. Yes, you have to. Of course, you don't do your warm-ups at the time if you don't have a match. But then what happens is the best way to focus is to be on the game.
Yeah.
See your the opponents playing, and then you learn from their mistakes, and also support your colleagues who are on court, and then you are already in the game. Though you're out of court, you're already in the game. So that will pump you up when you have to do your warm-ups before the game, and then because you are in the game. But if you are not in the game, then it's difficult for you to immediately get onto court and perform.
Absolutely. And in this case as well, I mean, both teams will be in the same situation. They both went through with a 3-0 lead to bring them from the semi-final into the final. So that was very dominant. I mean, we can have a look back at that one again. We'll get the graphics guys to bring that one back up. And we did... Oh, that's the wrong one there. They brought the wrong one up. That's right. The quarterfinals, semi-finals and finals, you did see, like we just talked about, 3-1, 3-2 in their quarters, and then now 3-0, so they haven't played for a little while, but so they're both in the same boat. There's no excuses really for either team.
Exactly. But now what's happening is the earlier match, Flying Smashers went into the match quite comfortably because they had a 2-0 lead at the time. But now this time around they are under pressure.
And they can really define athletes, can it? Not, I mean, just it's easy to be confident when you're in the lead, but when you're behind, that's when you really have to step up. You really can stand out.
Yes, that will definitely define how good a player you are, for sure. And then situations. Yes, they were at an advantage during the semi-final, but now it's a different ball game altogether. So they have to start from the beginning, start well, play well, and then they have to pull it back.
Yeah.
Definitely this is not the start Flying Smashers wanted.
No, but hopefully they can just remember it is only the very, very first point. But it was a flyer, wasn't it? Again, no pun intended on that one, but a very quick start. Both, I don't know what it is about the men's double, but there's so much animation going on between the players.
Yes, it is, because I guess this is the most fastest game out of the 5 rubbles. So most of the players are quite animated.
Not really what he wanted. And unfortunately, they had that in their semi-final match too. The Flying Smashers, they did have a few unforced serving errors. So hopefully they can limit that this time round. Oh.
What a beautiful shot.
Where did that come from? That was like the other one we saw from the Flying Smashers ladies, the reaction speed. And of course, you've got to claim that when someone asks you, did you mean it? Absolutely.
And I think most of these players, it's not a fluke for sure, because the players practice these shots.
Yeah.
These are shots that you practice every day, and then automatically, with your reflexes, it automatically comes.
I was about to say, mate, so I saw you on the practice course before. I see you that backhand around the back shot, practicing that one. But it's also, you see that a lot in sport these days as well. We're very used to the traditional forehand, backhand, overhead stuff, but there is a lot more of these trick shots, let's say, that are coming out. But because I believe the athletes are so much more well in tune to just, it's hand-eye coordination. Doesn't matter how you hit it, as long as you hit it, and these players are seeing that.
Yeah, that's when you have tricks in your bag, and that's where you get the advantage.
Yeah,
when you have 2 equal opponents, whatever you have in your bag as tricks, that will work for you.
Pull them out. It works for David Copperfield. It can work here on the badminton court as well.
It's a tight contest so far.
Oh, and a beautiful shot down the line there from Flying Smashers. It's kind of one of the things you see a lot of, and I know a lot of people question, and they ask us all the time, when they see players bending so far back to hit hit the shuttle, why don't they just move a little bit further? Why do they bend so far back?
Again, it depends on where you want to place the shuttle.
What's one of those shots you don't see very often is actually the backhand slam. You don't see that very often. It's everyone obviously very dominant on the forehand. But do you think people should practice that one more?
See, what happens is when you try to avoid playing backhand, because that's of course your weaker side when you play. So especially in a doubles competition, you try and push backhand, but not the backhand lob, I would say, or the clear. Because that's all. You always try to cover and use your forehand to play that particular corner.
So it's a bit of domination here from Fortuna. They've really taken the ascendancy. The pressure is all on the Flying Smashers. 8-5 in game number 1 of this third match. Remember, Fortuna is up ahead 2-0 in the series. Mate, the coach, he or she's the coach has got a bit of a big night here for the Flying Smashers. Is there much you can change when you're coaching them or does it change the advice you give when the score's like how it is?
It depends on the situation where you are in. So based on that, the coach can advise. But then there are certain points where the coach can see from out of the court. So these are the guidelines which he can give. He basically can guide the players only, like I've seen these are the errors that you are doing. So just focus on these errors and then try to eliminate those errors. But then end of the day, it's the players who are on court has to execute.
Yes. So the Flying Smashers getting the point to start off after the break that they wanted. Good early success there for them. And they backed that one up as well. I'm going to say it again. Come on, Flying Smashers. Bring it back. Come on. For those viewers at home, it's not that I have anything against any of the teams. I just love to see a big close battle between them. Fortuna Weekend Smashers taking a grip of this game. Oh, some absolute great reactions, great defense. Wow.
Eight 11, 3 points down. It's coming to the end. It makes such a big difference, doesn't it? Like, you can do all the hard work at the start of a game, but what really only matters is those last points. Yeah.
If you haven't got that one, then it's not going with you. So it seems to be as we get closer as well to that 15, that magic mark of 15, or further if we know it's closer than this. The pressure just seems to add. Oh, well weighted.
It's absolutely important that you focus 100% till the last point is scored. You cannot relax at any given point. That's unfortunate.
A change here, 12-10. So Flying Smashers here really just need to I think they need, I don't want to see them go to a defensive mode. I want to see them go into attacking mode. They seem to play better when they're on the offensive. They get in there, they make the call, they dictate the play. Let's see if they can do it. There you go. He must have heard me. You got to write your own history, my friend. Fortuna 1 point away from taking this game. Game 1 here in match 3. Oh, but to be denied. Flying Smashers.
Are we going to see a turnaround?
Oh, flying smashes. You can see the nerves on the sideline. I'm looking over at the flying smashes supporters, and they're just tense. Before they were smiling and they were cheering, and they've brought it back. 14 all. It's absolutely fantastic to see. You can see the pressure. Oh,
Absolutely amazing. And this is what we want to see in a final.
100%. Viewers, ladies and gents, children of all ages, are you loving this? Oh.
This is going to the wire. Beautiful to watch.
What you're seeing on screen here is absolute animation, absolute passion from both teams here. Then you can see on the sideline, we were very fortunate here. We can see the supporters just very nervous. Nobody wants to give this one away. Will we get to 2020?
You never know.
Oh. It's just getting so emotional with the players. These massive reactions or this absolute quiet stillness. Oh.
Not far away from 20 all.
Here we go. Who wants their magic number 21? I do. So for the first time here, Fortuna weekend getting that 1 point advantage in this There's late stages to say. And it's the flying smashes that bring it back to 18, all 18 apiece. It's funny, you can see both sides, both coaches are they calm down, again, to try and get their players to just stay composed. Oh.
Advantage to Fortuna weekend again.
I'm seeing 2020 all day long. Here we go. Tell you, man, I can feel it. I can absolutely feel it.
It's heading there for sure. It's heading there for sure.
Oh, the sudden death. Well, someone's got to make it to 21 now. Oh, ho, ho.
2019.
No, but do you think that was a tactical ploy there to just give him a little time, or
I think so. I think so too. Just to
break up the
Exactly. Just break the nerves.
Oh, there we go. Just misjudged that one down that sideline there. What an absolute epic battle here. 21-19, game number 1 of the men's double in the grand final of the Yonex Shuttle Dubai Club Championships 2021. This is, I'm sure the sponsors, organisers and all supporters are absolutely loving this contest. So, with Fortuna weekend taking the advantage, they've got the series lead 2-0. Flying smashes. You've just got to. You think you've just got to go for it. It's just nothing to lose, really, is there?
Nothing to lose now. You have to come all guns blazing in the second game, and you can see the coach very animated.
This is why we love sports. I mean, this is why we watch sports. This is why we get involved with sports. It is these moments, and you know what? When you see comebacks and like if flying smashers can come back from this kind of deficit down, what an absolute storytell that will be. So, our viewers at home, what do you think? Which way will the cookie crumble? Which way will the penny drop? It's game number 2 here of the men's doubles, the third match. Fortuna is leading the series 2 matches to 0. And they also lead this match, the third match, 1 game to 0.
Great rally.
Somebody's up for it. It's great to see a continuation from game 1. They've brought that same passion, same fire, that same desire. Oh, nice save. Oh. And well placed. You could see that there when the flying Smashers player went to floor, went to ground, that opportunity opened up for Fortuna to take it to that far corner, and they did exactly that, taking that advantage.
That's what experienced players do. They grab the opportunities from both hands.
I think that's one of the things you see in sport these days is that what people are getting better at, or athletes are getting better at, is their peripheral vision. What they see to the side and how wide they can improve or increase their peripheral vision for themselves.
Absolutely.
Body on the line, trying to save that one, but great one by Flying Smashers. Seems a little bit of I don't know, there's a great long rally, but it still seems maybe a little bit slow in the second game. I think we need to jump out there, mate, and just give him a little, a little push. Come on, lads, speed this up. Remember, it's been a long day for these teams, and they will be feeling the fatigue that does set in. We saw that in the semi-finals as well, actually. Fatigue was sitting in. I think that's the 4th trick shot I've seen in this match alone. Shihab there on the comments. Come on, boys. That's the one. Getting behind the team.
The live coverage is actually an opportunity for all the supporters to rally around and support their team, because with the restrictions, there's less number of supporters who can watch the game live.
So we hope you're enjoying our commentary. If you are viewing from home, that's what Mahan's just saying there. Yeah, guys, share a bit of love. It is fantastic to have you guys all on the stream with us. There's over 60 people watching the stream currently as well. It's just absolutely amazing to see that support for the players, not for ourselves, but for the players and their teams that are out there. It's amazing. So Flying Smashers doing what they need to do. 5-3 here. I'm touching wood because I don't want to give them the old commentator's curse, but doing what they need to do. Come on, boys, hold on to that. I see. I told you. I told you. It's terrible. Terrible, Grant.
It's always been the case. Commentators curse.
Oh.
Another error, giving away another point. Very well placed.
Oh, 6-all. Sorry about the scoreboard there. We got a little carried away with the commentary in the 6-all, but so Fortuna taking the lead here for the first time in game number 2, up by 1, 7-6. You can feel the tide turning, can't you? It's if you're a Flying Smashers supporter, you need to share the love, chant towards your screen, show love through the chat box there. It is a big ask, but these boys can do it. Absolutely, 100%.
Still anybody's game.
100%, 100%. How many times in sport have we seen teams come back until that, like we said before, until that final point is scored, it's anybody's game.
Wonderful to see all the players giving 100% on court.
You just got to love the passion, don't you? It's absolutely amazing to see that fire in the belly come out. Another great rally and a great shot to finish it off with.
I think Fortuna is taking it away.
They seem to have just a bit of control here in these later points. A little more composed, better shot selections.
Surprisingly, the crowd is really calm.
I was literally about to say. Well, we saw from the semi-final, we saw both, every single point, there's a chant going up from both teams. I think it's nerves. I'm not sure what is going on.
Yeah, I think so.
Like Fortuna just, not looking to the Fortuna supporters. Now they've come in, now they've got the cheer going on.
I think 3 points away from the cup.
From the title. The title. And that's all big celebrations on their behalf. It will be. Called good.
It's a good call by the Lions judge.
We want to see another high score one this game. 19-21 last one. 21-19. 12-7 here. I think Beneath saw that as soon as he hit it, he knew it was coming. So now 2 points away. Fortuna Weekend Smashers, they're 2 points away from the Club Championship title for C grade winners. I don't want to call it too early, but they're in a commanding spot. Oh, it's just, I think it's like watching the supporters not cheering as loud as they were before. It is literally, I think it's just those nerves. The last point's always the hardest. But here it is, Fortuna Weekend Smashers, the men's double, doing what they needed. They've won this one 15-8 in game number 2 of match number 3, which gives them the 3-0 victory that they need to take out the title of champions, sea-level champions for the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. Mohan, what were your thoughts of that, mate?
I think that was a clean sweep. I think they knew what the Fortuna Weekend came on to court with a game plan, and they really executed it. Yes, the first game went to the wire, but I think this was very, very comfortable.
It did seem that way, didn't it, from the players? They seemed to know what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it each time. And not just from what we saw in front of us in the men's double, but from the women's double as well, and from AJ and the men's singles. They just seem to have a game plan. They just seem to execute that better. I never want to ask this one, but where do you think for Flying Smashers, where they could have improved with those 3 matches?
I think overall, I think the ladies double had an impact, even in the semi-finals, I would say, because the reason is that's a very crucial match. The way the matches are being placed, so the ladies double doesn't play a major, have a major impact on the outcome. So that in case the single goes the other way, then you have to pull back the ladies double and go into the third game with 1-all. Now this did not happen. So what happens is always the third game, players go, whoever has won the first 2 games will go in with an advantage, and then the other players will definitely go with a little bit of a disadvantage, and with more, I would say, more pressure on them. So I think that's what I mean, and we saw that happening because they played much better, I would say, in the semi-final, the Flying Smashers, but I think they did not bring that same game to the final.
It was unfortunate for them. So condolences to Flying Smashers. Congratulations to Fortuna Weekend Smashers. There's that Smashers name again. But they were the victors tonight. They deserved victors as well here in this Level C category of the Club Championships 2021. And we're about to go into the prize ceremony here as well.
Face the positions 1, 2, 3 for all the player positions in floor mark. Then we can start.
Yeah, it's right. Let's start.
So we're just going to get set here for the prize ceremony and give these players and these teams their dues, their love and respect for what they've gone through in this last one here as well. This really sets us up very well for next weekend, doesn't it? I mean,
Definitely. I'm actually looking forward to the next weekend, especially with the quality of badminton we've seen during the C category. I'm sure that B category is going to be superb and fantastic.
what is it like for someone new watching? What is it that they can expect to see that will differ from what they've seen at the moment or tonight?
I think it's going to be more competitive badminton and more fast-paced games for sure.
It's those finer details, isn't it? Those small margins,
more skill,
smaller margins.
Smaller margins, more skill levels.
Absolutely. So make sure you are tuned in for that one. It is going to be live coverage again of the finals here on the Fine for People YouTube channel. We're going to cover these finals again. We're going to make sure that the players have given their, given the love and respect that they deserve from the efforts they put in here throughout. It's fantastic. And like you said, the time they put in, the practice they put in behind all that happens throughout the year, not just here in the competition, the build-up.
Yes, I think a lot of hard work goes on to organize in such tournaments, and a shout out to the Badminton Federation of UAE and the technical officials, because it's not only they have a wider responsibility, a bigger responsibility, because when you see on camera, what you see is just umpiring and officiating. But there's a lot of other work going behind the seen, and then a lot of people, many people are involved
100%.
in that.
Many hands make light work, and as I said, the organisers Dubai Shuttle Time here of the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021 doing a fantastic job, fantastic effort. We've actually got our man with our camera on walking around taking photos as well, but people organising all bits and pieces. There's paperwork, there's cups, there's medals, there's teams to be organised, there's, like I said, cleaning and all that as well. So a big thumbs up, big congratulations, and thank you to them for doing that. Yonex, the support you get from people like Yonex that have just helped grow the game. You know, it's like you said, the tournaments are that showcase, but it's what's done in the background, the days, the month, the years before getting here. That support is it's unparalleled, and everybody has got to take a bow and say thank you to what the Yonex has done now tonight and for over the years as well. And of course, we can't forget our supporters of the Badminton World Federation, World Badminton Federation's apologies, and Dubai Sports Council doing what they do to show their support and love for the game and for sport in general as well.
Yes, they've been really supportive with all these COVID protocols. They've been opening up the arenas for the sports to, for the players. For the people to come and enjoy the sport. Not only badminton, you can see here at the Dubai Sports World, there are many other sports happening simultaneously. So they do encourage people to come.
So it's a big one. So a big thank you again to those supporters and those people that are behind the scenes doing what they do. And it has been an absolutely fantastic final here. What more could we ask for from the players? They did their bit. They put on an absolute show. They put the time in. They dedicated to working well with everybody within their team, from their coaches. I mean, the coaches have done a lot in the background as well. So a big thank you, congratulations to them. And we're looking forward to seeing more and more and more. What was your favourite moment, folks? Those viewers out there, what was your favourite moment on this competition floor? Was there a favourite shot you had? Make sure you hashtag your favourite. Make sure you mention them. Was it the drop shots, the slams, or was it just the close battle? Was it that first game here in match number 3 where it went down to a 21-19 scorecard? What was your favourite moment? Let us know in the comment sections down below. Okay, folks, we're only moments away now from the prize giving. We've got some So big prizes to give away here, and just to let you know what is actually up for grabs for these winners tonight.
We can see some medals, and then of course the winners and the runners-up trophies.
Pure gold medals, I imagine. It is Olympics time, I'm just saying, you know. Pure gold, pure silver, pure bronze as we're going out here.
Maybe some more sponsors next time around. We might consider.
That's the one. So the shout out there. So yeah, just a quick plug. If you are one of those sponsors that wants to support this amazing sport of badminton, make sure you get in touch with the Shuttle Time Dubai guys and show love. Maybe be able to show a few prizes or a few financial support there to help keep growing this amazing sport. Yeah, we coming up is as great prizes. I mean, I know there's cash prizes up for grabs as well.
Yes, there are some cash prizes, but I'm not sure which it's available with the C category, but for sure B and A there are cash prizes.
You're not holding on to that $1 million by yourself, are you? So just a couple of final organisation going on in the background here.
And a shout out going to James Varghese, our official photographer, and he's been doing an exceptional job during the entire tournament.
Absolutely.
And then you know, people love his photographs. You know, players wait for photographs from him. And in fact, somebody was telling, like, you know, James forgot to take me.
It's like the selfie, isn't it? People love a selfie.
Yes,
So.
yes. And then you can see, once the photographs come online, you can see the quality of the photographs. And then you can see, recently I've seen somebody posting this on Facebook, and I said immediately this should have been taken by James. And it will happen today.
It's recognised straight away.
Level C competition at the Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championship 2021, sponsored by Yonex. A big applause to the runners-up and winners, Flying Smashers and Fortuna Weekend Smashers.
So prize giving is underway.
Now we are moving on with the prize presentation ceremony, which will be conducted 100% in compliance with the COVID protocols. So the medals, the trophies and the prize money, everything will be kept in the table. Each player, as the name is being called, will go take the medal and stand in their respective positions, as already briefed to you.
The organizers will be using the COVID protocols, so there will be
Now let me call upon the players from
presentation party.
runners-up, Flying
Players will walk
Smashers,
in and collect their own medals.
Shakil Anakaran.
Which is no short feat.
Shakil is the first one to collect his medal.
So this is the runners-up, the Flying
Abu
Smashers team.
Abu Haris.
Vineet Karikadu.
We also saw Vineet playing the doubles. Vineet is the next one to go in.
Sunil Kumar.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the opportunity to see Sunil Kumar, but is in again to collect the medal.
Give the closest shot of both
Fadil
ways.
Sharafuddin.
Just try to get the closest shot for a better shot, which is actually more centered.
Sharafuddin.
Abdul Wahab.
It's Abdul Wahab's.
Maria Christine.
Maria Christine.
Maria having a great game during the semi-finals and just not quite finding her game there right in the, in the final.
Exactly. Christine Salvador.
And now the player come team manager Anurag Vishwanathan.
And the player come team manager finally goes to
Will take the
receive
trophy,
award, Anurag
medal
Vishwanathan.
and the prize money.
So big there, big congratulations to the runners-up of the Level C category here in the Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Club Championships 2021. And they've got their deserved trophy here after a match well played. Holding up their medals proudly.
Now the team stay there for the group photo.
So my apologies, yes, there is a cash reward as well.
There we go, 100%. Yes. I believe it's 3,000 dirhams, I believe. I'm not too sure. We're going to try and get confirmation on that one.
Thank you, team. Thank you, team. You may exit the court now.
So big again, congratulations to the Flying Smashers. The Flying Smashers doing a fantastic job there. You know, it was, like I said before, the quarterfinal, winning their quarterfinal 3-1, and then moving through into the semi-final, going for the whitewash of 3-0, and then just coming short, a bit of a role reversal there, but still very well deserved winners, deserve their place in the final, and deserve that runner-up prize. Now we have our winners, Fortuna Weekend Smashers.
Sajid Bhaskaran, the first one to receive his medal.
And you've seen this is a very popular one as well.
Helgi Matthews.
So you see this lot now with the prize ceremonies, again providing COVID protocol, sorry for that one.
Ajay Ravi, who had a wonderful evening.
Absolutely, yes.
With the singles and the double. Abdul Rasak.
So players walking up, grabbing their medals and then taking their places, social distancing.
Habib Sharif.
Maya Baral.
Jainu Maya Baral.
Having a good game there, Ganu, during those women's doubles here in the final. Probably got the best shoes on there as well.
Celeste May had a major role to play in the doubles game as well.
Absolutely dominated, didn't she? Very well good on the shot selection.
Rija Romi.
He didn't get an opportunity to play, I think, because the match.
So the team was dominating.
Yes, exactly.
But it's not. There's no IN team. It takes many team members.
Mona Lisa, Snehat.
Now the team captain, Hasik Aziz.
And the team manager, Hasik Aziz.
So for 2021 Yonex Shuttle Time Dubai Championship Club Championships, here you go. These are your winners of the club champions, and the players that took them there to the Level C title for 2021. I mean, that's locked up for 365 days, 12 months. And I'm sure they're probably already thinking about defending that in 2022.
Definitely. I think all of them are going to go back to the drawing board, whoever lost, and then they're going to come back stronger next year.
100%. That's what's a beautiful thing about sports is, you know, you can win some, you can lose some, and they're always learnings. That's what we call them.
You take it in the correct spirit, and then you go train harder, and then come back stronger next year.
The evolution of sports, right? That's how we talk about it. It's been an absolute beautiful competition that's gone on. The class, the skill levels, the dedication from all the players, the organisers, and everyone that they've gone through. What I forgot to ask you before we get into that next part, the highlight from tonight.
I think critical. I think if you take the final match, I think the match which Ajay, I think he dominated. I think that was critical, and then that he took that momentum to the men's double as well, and then the ladies double was quite critical, but then Fortuna girls were too good for the flying smashes. So I think that was critical, and I think overall Fortuna deserved, because they had a better team and they played well at the correct moment.
100%, they really did their bit. I think the highlight for me was just the close battles, and we're gonna show the. It's not over yet. We've got the Shuttle Time Dubai organisers there. We've got to show the guys behind the scenes 100%. So big round of applause from the viewers on screen to these guys putting in the work. Mate, you might have to go stand out there quickly.
Yes, I might have to
go get their photo, mate. 100% if you need to. Just quickly jump out there. Come on, quickly. We don't want you to miss out. So Mahan, they're quickly going to jump off and join the crew out in the front there. I have to say a big congratulations to Mahan. He kind of got thrown into it in the last moment. So it's great to see. These are the wonderful people that make this tournament possible, and without them this could not be done. So big thank you to all the Shuttle Time Dubai officials, organisers. Yeah, we're just trying to find their position there at the moment. So remember, next week it is the B level categories. There will be the semi-finals and the finals, and that'll be taking place down at Dubai World Trade Center. Same venue. Like I said before, unfortunately there's not many spectators allowed, but it will be live on your devices, on the TV, on the desktop, or on the mobile phone. It's all happening, and they will be live streamed also on the Facebook page, Shuttle Time Dubai Facebook page as well. And they'll be taking place, so you'll be able to see that one. And here's just one of that one. So just confirmation, if you've just caught us at the end, it was the players that have done what they needed to do. So it was the Fortuna Weekend Smashers who've done the business, done the bit, taken out and winning 3-0 over the Flying Smashers. Before we head out, before we leave tonight's broadcast, what are your last words, Mahan?
I think I would invite all the players who did not participate to join hands next year. And then we had, of course, 16 teams, but then we would like to have more.
Yes.
And I'm sure there are more players. So grab this opportunity, come join the association Shuttle Time. This is organized for the players. So make use of the opportunity. Come and join next year. And also all the best to the level B and the level A players.
Yes.
I'm sure they're getting ready for the next weekend battles, and look forward to seeing them on court.
It will be a big one next week. It is the B finals. It'll be the semi-finals and the finals again here in Dubai World Trade Center, here on court number 7, and it'll be here again on Fine for People, the YouTube channel. So make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you've got the link. Make sure you are ready. Big and final thank you to Yonex. Thank you to Shuttle Time Dubai. Thank you to World Badminton Federation. Thank you to Dubai Sports Council. Without the support, organisation, and the people around, this would not be possible. Thank you to you guys, the viewers, for tuning in, for being a part of this broadcast. Be safe. Take care. God bless, and we will see you next weekend.
Yes. Good night.